to another episode of Sanford Says. My name is Lisa Holder, Communications Officer with the City of Sanford. And today I have two very special guests with me, Jeff Davis. Jeff is a project manager with the city's Public Works Department, and Marlon Hooks. Marlon is a senior inspector with Public Works for the City of Sanford. Welcome, sir, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.
So today's topic is going to be the Riverwalk Trail and Roadway project. It's been on everybody's minds. We know it's happening. If you're a Sanford resident, Sanford visitor, you know the road is being worked on, and we have some updates for you. And these two gentlemen are the number one folks that know exactly what's going on with that project. And so we know that there's some questions out there about the project, what's going on, when is it going to be finished, what road is going to be open, what's not, how can we get home, how can we get to work, road closures, that kind of thing. So we're just going to go over this topic overall, and hopefully you will become more informed about the project. So Jeff, let's start with where we're at right now. Is that where we're at with the project? Like an update, please.
Well, right now with the project, we're approximately 45% complete with the project. We started at the west end of the project, which is down by the zoo in County Road 15, which is Monroe Road. We've been moving progressively eastward since April 6th. That's when the project officially started. And right now we're down past Oak Drive, right at Venetian Bay and Regatta Shores. Tomorrow there's going to be another traffic shift. We're going to be moving down past Regatta Shores to between Lake Monroe apartments and the hospital at Mangostine Avenue. The roadway will be closed between Mangostine Avenue. It'll actually be closed at Mangostine Avenue. So if you're coming west on Seminole Boulevard, you will have to turn left on Mangostine Avenue. The apartment complex, along with Regatta Shores people will have to exit and enter from the west, which is County Road 15. They'll have to go all the way around. And unfortunately, one of the reasons they're going to have to do that is because Oak Drive and Riverview Avenue is closed to through traffic. One of the reasons that we did that was during the last phase of construction, we had numerous wrecks at State Road 46 and First Street where Riverview comes out. Every day, traffic was backing up all the way from State Road 46 all the way to Seminole Boulevard. It was a mess, and it was a very dangerous situation with cars coming over the overpass there on State Road 46.
That's what I was going to say. Is it right before the overpass, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Cars were staging sometimes 4 to 5 cars deep trying to make it across the road, and where the other drivers couldn't see potential car coming over the overpass. And the cars coming over the overpass, sometimes they're doing 75 miles an hour. So this phase, we decided to eliminate that situation because it was definitely a safety concern. We had conversations with the Sheriff's Department, the Sanford Police Department, Sanford Fire Department, and everyone agreed that it was a good.
FDOT as well.
And FDOT agreed that was needed. Once we get past Mangostine Avenue, which will probably be in about another 6 weeks, we foresee opening up Oak Drive and where the road is closed there, because then people will be able to have access to State Road 46 at Mangostine Avenue, so it shouldn't be a problem then.
Yeah, and so you said that this is 45% complete. We're nearly halfway there. I think that's
the contractor has really picked up pace within the last month or so, and they're moving extremely. I mean, they're moving fast.
Who's the contractor, Jeff? Who's working on it?
Massey General Contractors.
Okay, and so the part of this, so people know really what you're doing. I mean, the road's closed. You can't tell. We have this information on our website, but what they're actually building and constructing right now are roundabouts, right, Marlon? And some aesthetics along the roadway. Is that what's happening now?
Yes. We've completed 3 roundabouts so far. We've also installed medians in the middle of the road where you'll have some landscaping, sod. We've also have just completed one of the raised crosswalks that's installed right in front of Venetian Bay, and actually I think it's going to be a very nice highlight because we have it right in front of Venetian Bay subdivision. We have a nice brick side raised crosswalk. We have another one that we're going to be completing pretty soon, and all these things needed to be done in the middle of the road. That's part of the reason why we have the closure. Because if you try to do that while it's open, it's dangerous for the workers and also the residents. It costs more to now have to detour or create another road to get this work done.
And when you mean a raised crosswalk, so is it actually up off the ground?
Yes, it's similar. It's similar to what we already had on Seminole Boulevard right now. If you go right between. What was that? Over there by Hood Avenue, I believe, or where we have the swings.
Yeah.
We've got 4 of them on Seminole Boulevard already. You know the crosswalks that go from one side of Seminole Boulevard to the other.
Okay.
They've got like
and it has a little ramp that goes up, and then you go back down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Those we have implemented 2. Well, we just completed 1. We're starting your 2nd. Possibly have maybe 2 more to go, and those should be installed pretty quickly. It doesn't take as long for those.
And what's the purpose of those? Is it for safety reasons or quickness to get people across the road without just aesthetics? All of that. What are those raised crosswalks?
It would be basically there's a traffic calming. It has a traffic calming caveat, and it's got an aesthetic. Purpose as well. The traffic calming purpose of it is basically you have to slow down. You can't go over these things doing no more than 15, 20 miles an hour because if you do, you're going to launch your vehicle.
Okay.
And it also allows the pedestrians better visibility in the roadway because they're up a little bit higher and you can see them.
Yeah, and I was thinking too as I was driving down 46 going west, that, there's a lot of traffic there because of Seminole Boulevard being closed and our project happening right now. And so eventually some of that traffic will go on to Seminole Boulevard. However, would you say it's not a through road? Is that correct to say where you have, because there'll be roundabouts, it's more of the speed limit's lowered now. It will be lowered 35, isn't it 35 miles?
It's 35.
So it's not going to be a kind of a quick route to get to I-4 anymore like it was.
Well, as
right?
far as time-wise, no.
Right.
It will not be, it'll still be available for people to use.
Right.
But one of the things that we've also done is we eliminated any tractor-trailer traffic. That should be eliminated, even though we're still having some issues with trucks coming down there.
Yeah.
We already have contacted our police department to do a little more enforcement in that area. Yeah. So as far as truck traffic, that should not be back on Seminole Boulevard. That should be something more on 46.
Right.
And with going with what FDOT is doing with the ramp and Beyond the Ultimate, I think that was their initial goal anyway, to push all out of that traffic off of Seminole Boulevard onto 46 anyway.
Got ya. Okay.
Another reason we want to slow traffic down is we want people to actually see our beautiful lakefront. I mean, that's one of the reasons we want everyone to be able to drive down there. If it takes you 2 or 3 minutes longer to get from one end to the other, you get to see the beautiful lake, all the nice scenery, all the great improvements that we've done to the roadway.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons that we've lowered the speed limit, not just for safety, but also to actually enhance the driving
experience.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I'd like to add one other thing too, and that's another reason why we've added actually parking, side of the road parking, so people can get out, drive down there, pull over, park, and enjoy the trails or fishing or whatever they would like to do. So
there will be parking then
along
the because there's in this certain side where we have had phase 2 right by the hospital, right, gentlemen?
Mm-hmm.
There is no parking over there, but
No.
on phase 3, we have how
That-
many? How many? Do we know how many more how many spots are going to be added out there, or roughly?
Roughly, there's probably, I'd say, about 40 spots.
If not
That-
more, so in
Yeah.
certain sections, well, we had to make some adjustments here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say, 40 to 50.
On both sides of the road, or just the
Some,
lakeside?
in some areas, it will be on both sides, but for the most part, most of them are on the lake side of the road.
Okay, and so there's also going to be a trail. That's why it's called the Roadway and Trail Project.
Yes.
So when you park the car, you can actually get out of your car and then, like you said, Jeff, not only driving, but walking, enjoy that beautiful piece of natural waterfront that we have here, not a man-made lake. It's a St. John's River. I mean, flows all the way out to Jacksonville.
It's old Florida.
It's old Florida. It is, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And so, anything else we need to say about the structure or what is being planned or what is currently planned? You do have the roundabouts, 4, right? We said there's 4 roundabouts total.
Well, there's 4 roundabouts. There's 4 roundabouts total. The biggest round there's 3 of them that are at intersections of the Zoo, Walnut Crest Run, Oak Drive. The real big roundabout is going to be right out here at French Avenue and Seminole Boulevard, right just a little bit north of Fulton Street.
Okay, so close to where I'd say
Round building.
the round building is where 1792 meets with
Yes.
Seminole Boulevard,
Yes.
right?
Correct.
And so that's going to be a huge roundabout there, as you're saying.
We're going to reconfigure that whole intersection
Oh, very good.
so that there's going to be continuous flow of traffic, no stop signs. Everything's just going to be continuous flow.
Okay. And so this is, as we've said from day one, this new phase 3 project is going to take Sanford up to another level, right? I mean, it's going to be internationally known, I'm sure, and an attraction for people. We have an international airport here, and you are able to come down to Sanford, downtown, anywhere in our city, and then you have this added bonus of being in front of just a body of water, just the peacefulness of water in itself, right? And the sunset, sunrise. We talk about it all the time.
That's correct.
You know, and this project costs how much? How much is this project costing?
The entire project, the phase 3 portion of the project, is around $30 million.
And we've gotten that. There's some partnership.
We've
with
gotten some money from FDOT. We got money from Seminole County, but the lion's share of it comes from our 1 cent sales tax.
Okay, and we want people to be patient, right, Marlon? We want people just to continue to be patient, because in the long run, like we've always said since day one, it's going to be just a great prize at the end of this whole thing, right?
Yes. And it's just to reiterate that statement I made last time we did a podcast about it. You know, it's a short-term pains for long-term gains. We anticipate around the middle of December, end of December, we're going to open up the road for through traffic. We still will be working in the trail portion of it, but as far as through traffic, the road should be back open for traffic to go all the way through.
Okay, so that's this December you're talking
Yes,
about.
we're talking
Next
about
month.
this next month. You know,
Okay.
I had a lot of residents stop me and ask me about it. You know, and you know, and a lot of them are patient with us. A lot of them are thankful, you know, for us giving them the information or keeping them updated on things like that. We try our best.
Yeah.
Sometimes we fall short, but you know, it's life.
Yeah.
But for the most part, people have been very patient and understanding.
Yeah, because would you know if you're a resident over there and you didn't have a trail in front of your house, and now you live down there and you have a trail that connects to this 26-mile loop, from what I understand, that it's going to be connecting across to the Tampa area. There's a trail that goes straight across the state or something, connects over here. I know that in DeBerry, supposedly they have all the trailheads actually meet in that city.
At Gemini Springs and over at DeBerry, this trail will actually connect to that. They can actually
Right.
get over the DeBerry, over the 1792 bridge, and go to Gemini Springs and all the way to Osteen.
Yeah, and down to, I think, Titusville, like that connection.
They got that Maytown, yeah, and that goes all the way through Maytown, all the way to, is it US 1?
Yeah, into Titusville. So this is just wonderful. We just wanted to give everybody an update about the Riverwalk Road and Trailway project. Is there anything that we're not thinking about right now that the listeners may want to know about the project? Well, the final completion. How about that? When are we seeing final ribbon cutting?
We're looking at after the trail and all the lighting and everything is completely done, little punch list items and everything. It's a huge project and there's a lot of moving parts to it. But we're looking at sometime towards fall of next year, September, October of next year. Okay. Everything should be completely done.
All right. And so you said, you just mentioned lighting, Jeff, so that people know to Marlon, it's going to be lit up. So in the evening,
yes,
nighttime, if you want to go out there.
Yes. The trail itself, we're adding lights on the trail side as well as on the south side of the road for the road. So there's lighting for the roads and lighting for the trail as well.
Okay. So people can feel like if they want to come out and enjoy the entire Riverwalk from way down at, what is that? Mellonville, all the way down. Get your sneakers on. Everybody buy new sneakers.
And
get a bicycle.
And get ready to work it out.
Or a bicycle, yeah. Yes. We're going to have a lot more healthy and fit people in this area, right? I mean, because people are going to be curious at the very least. And so, you can keep on going. Just listen to the podcast, bring your headphones, do whatever, listen to your favorite music and just enjoy the city's new Riverwalk. Right. I mean, right?
Yes. One thing I do want to add is something that a resident came to me today, asked and thought about it. Maybe a lot of people may be thinking about. He was asking about the road itself. Just let everybody know, we are going to repave the entire road towards the end. I know some people think that the road is not even. This is just our temporary asphalt for now, just to keep the roads open, things like that. But once we complete everything, we want to pave it all at one time, make it a nice, smooth, beautiful road for people to enjoy. So just people keep in mind that this is not the final phase of the asphalt.
Okay.
That will be done at the end.
Okay. All right. And so, Jeff, anything? I know we have information on our website too, so people can read the history of this whole project as well. And we put our road closures up there so people know that too. Anything that I see you're...
Well, like the road will be, like Marlon had alluded to earlier about the road should be completely open towards the middle latter part of December. But with a project this big, you're still going to have some stop and go traffic and some maintenance of traffic, stop and during certain activities.
Okay. So is this number 5, right? Street pattern change. Is this is there going to be more for?
There will possibly be a few more between now and the end of December.
Okay.
But we're confident that towards the middle of December the road will be completely open for through traffic.
Okay. And so this barricade that you see here at the entrance by almost like Fulton area in 1792, will that MOT or that flashing sign, virtual electronic sign still be there when you're talking about?
Yes, it will be there, but the information on it may change.
Okay.
We want to keep it there just to keep people informed, just to let them know at least what's going on, that there is still construction in the area, even though the road may be open. Just get people aware that construction is still being done on this project.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. There'll still be ongoing maintenance of traffic during the entire project. The road will be open to through traffic after December. There won't be any hard road closures.
Okay. So that means that you can get on the road, drive past the intersection right here of 1st Street and 46, and go down Seminole Boulevard when you mean the road all the way to the end and get on I-4.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. All right. For those non-construction people like me. So, okay. All right. Well, I think that's really good news. Is there anything else that we want to say about the Riverwalk project?
There's a lot of nature out there. There's alligators, there's manatees, there's bald eagles,
You've seen all that. I bet you've seen out that when you're out there
every day.
Yeah.
We see it every day. And I think that people really get the opportunity to see how old Florida used to be and how it can still be.
Yeah, and I mean, it's been many, many, many years since Sanford. I mean, Sanford's always had that lakefront drive, right? And now, I know like at least 20 years ago when I first came to Seminole County, you'd ride down that road and it was very quiet, quaint, in that aspect. But now, and now the city's taken advantage of that, and of that feature of being along the waterfront and having that built up, and
you'll be able to take time to take it all in. That's the important part about it.
Oh yeah, and benches. There'll be benches when we talk about take it all in.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
There's actually two overlooks, scenic overlooks that are being built along it too.
Okay.
That jut out over the water.
And this is how far? How many miles actually is this last phase from the hospital? From the
2.5 miles.
2.5 miles from Central Florida Regional. So that'll make
So from Central Florida, from Central Florida Region, it's 2.5 miles
to the end by I-4, right?
Yes.
And then so from Mellonville all the way down, you could say, what is that? How many miles will that be? Is it?
I think it's about 3.5, 4 miles, almost 4 miles.
From Mellonville all the way to I-4?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So that's a nice walk right there, or jog, or whatever it may be. But all right. Well, thank you, Jeff and Marlon, for being here. I really want to take this opportunity to say these gentlemen are out in the field all the time, and they have come on the show, take some time out of their busy day to share with us the updated information about Riverwalk Trail and Roadway project. Any last words, Jeff?
No, I just know as a lifelong resident here, this is a great honor just to even be associated with a project like this.
It is.
Yeah, I concur with that as well. I can tell my kids all the time there's something that Daddy's been a part of, and it's something that'll last, and it's history of Sanford.
Right, and you're not signing your name in some piece of concrete cement somewhere, are you?
If you find it, I'll give you a gift card.
You're not putting your handprints in some sort of like off the beaten path of cement. Okay. All right. Well, gentlemen, thanks so much for being on the show. I appreciate it. This is Lisa Holder, Communications Officer for the City of Sanford. Thank you for listening to Sanford Says. You can find this podcast wherever you subscribe to your favorite podcast, as well as on the city website at sanfordfl.gov. Thank you again for listening, and until next time, be safe. See ya. Thank you.